Okay, so when we have a new visitor to the garden, we start by explaining to them that it's going to be a garden with no visuals, and we put the blindfold on them and the headphones, and then we lead them into the garden space. We help them sit down in the center with this little blanket, and then tell them to just relax and explore their environment, and that when they're done, all they have to do is say they're ready, they can come out, so they spend as little or as much time as they want to in the garden. All right, so get this blindfold on.
Okay.
That's all right.
All right.
Alright, just hold it in place for a moment while I tie that on. Is that too tight or too loose?
No, it's good.
It's good? Okay. Alright, now we're going to put these headphones on.
Oh, okay.
You can adjust them so they're properly on your ears. I can't really tell where your ears are.
No, you got it.
Got it? Alright, so
I'm already getting nervous.
it's alright. So if you could just tell us what you felt or experienced or thought about the garden.
I really liked it. I was really surprised when I first sat down. It felt like the grass, the water, the sand, everything.
Did it feel, how big did the space feel like you were in?
At first I thought it felt really wide. At first I was confused. I thought I could like explore more. I thought it was a big giant field and I should not only sit but walk around, but I wasn't sure. So I felt around the area, but it was all blocked off, so I knew I wasn't supposed to walk.
Yeah.
It was a really good illusion though. I think it was like, I felt like I was in a big giant field and I'm surrounded by stones and plants.
So it was really peaceful in there. It was nice and like calming. I kind of felt like, oh man, just take the weight off my shoulders. Kind of felt like in a real Zen garden, or like in a greenhouse maybe.
It was cool. Like, I wanted to just lie down and go to sleep.
It felt really realistic, like the sounds, and I smelt I smelled like grass, and
I felt very peaceful. Didn't take that long for me to feel like I was in another place. Pretty immersive.
It was great. I felt that as if I was in the environment, especially when my hands could feel the plants, the vegetation around me, and the pebble stones were a nice touch.
It felt pretty big, I guess. Really felt like I was in another world.
Feels quite big. Feels about like, at least like, I would say like 25 meters by like 40 meters, like a giant room. Like, felt like a pond was somewhere in the corner. Yeah.
I think for now it's really, like, blindfolded was a really good idea, because if you take off people's one sense, they will focus on other. Like, if you take off their sight, they will focus on the hearing and the smelling. Like, even in the room, maybe there is no flower, but I can smell the flower smell.
It was calming, and I liked the surroundings. Like, it felt like a real place with like the grass and the rocks, and especially when you like first enter it, you kind of hear that. So I like that aspect of it.
So I think that was a really interesting and unique experience. Since it is hard to get a chance to have a break or have a rest in our life, because our life are sort of too busy. We are not really easy to get a chance for us to close your eyes and just enjoy the sun, enjoy all the environment that bring you the happiness and bring you the relaxing feeling.
It clears my mind a little bit and start thinking about random stuff, and yeah, it was nice though. I enjoyed it.
Okay, so I think it went really well, actually. I was really excited with everyone's responses. You could tell they were really getting into it when they started to move their head to look around the garden, even though there was no visuals, so they were clearly seeing something in their head, which was great. I especially love when they first step on the gravel and everyone had that reaction like, oh my gosh, there's gravel.
I thought it went really well. I was really surprised when most of the participants told us that the size of our Zen garden is actually really, really large, a lot larger than what it is actually. It's very fun to see that they got really shocked and surprised when they got in contact with the environment, such as water and the spritz of water that is there.